A driver is about to climb into a truck he was never supposed to touch, not because of a trade, not because of a business deal, because the man who was supposed to be behind that wheel is gone. Chase Elliott is stepping into Kyle Busch's seat this weekend, and what happens in that truck is going to hit a lot harder than a normal Saturday afternoon race. Here's the breakdown. Chase Elliott is making his first Truck Series start since the 2023 Daytona opener. That alone would be news on a normal week. This is not a normal week. He's driving the number 7 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet, the same truck Kyle Busch was scheduled to drive before his death in May. The race is the FaithFest 250 at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Green flag Saturday, July 18th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, live on FS1. And this wasn't some random open seat Elliott happened to grab. It was one of 4 Truck Series races still sitting on Busch's 2026 schedule when he passed away. To understand why this moment carries so much weight, you have to understand what this season was supposed to look like for Kyle Busch. NASCAR opened the door wider this year, bumping the participation cap for full-time Cup drivers running Truck Series races from 5 starts up to 8. Busch took full advantage of it. 8 races on the books with Spire Motorsports, a real active plan for the year. He got through 4 of them before his death. A win at Echo Park Speedway, another win at Dover less than a week before he died. Starts at Bristol and Texas, rounding it out. Then everything stopped. Since then, that noble 07 truck has become something bigger than a race entry. It's become a rotating tribute. Corey Day climbed in the week after Busch's passing at Charlotte. Rajah Caruth took over at Nashville. Now it's Elliott's turn at North Wilkesboro. 3 different drivers, 1 unfinished schedule. A truck that keeps showing up to races its original driver never got to run. And here's the part that stings. North Wilkesboro wasn't even supposed to be the end of it. This was meant to be the second to last stop before Busch returned at Richmond next month. Spire hasn't named a driver for that one yet. That seat is still, in a very real sense, waiting. Now let's talk about why Elliott specifically matters here, because this isn't just a schedule inconvenience. This is a deliberate symbolic choice, whether NASCAR framed it that way publicly or not. Start with the most popular driver angle. After Busch died, Elliott was one of the loudest, most public voices pushing for Busch to receive that award posthumously. That's not a small gesture. Elliott has won that same fan-voted honor 8 years running. His father, Bill Elliott, won it 16 times. This is a family that understands what that trophy represents to the garage and to the fans better than almost anyone else in the sport. And there's history here that goes even deeper. When Dale Earnhardt died at the 2001 Daytona 500, Bill Elliott pulled his own name off that year's most popular driver ballot out of respect. That was the last time NASCAR lost an active Cup Series star until Kyle Busch. So when Chase Elliott gets into that truck Saturday, he's not just borrowing a ride. He's the son of a driver who understood exactly how to honor a fallen legend, stepping into the machine of the next one. From a competitive standpoint, this is low risk, high reward for Elliott. He's not fighting for a championship in this series. There's no points pressure hanging over him. That frees him up to drive aggressive, drive loose, and put on a show, which is exactly what a tribute weekend like this needs. The bigger question is what this means going forward. Is this a one-off appearance, or is Elliott positioning himself as the emotional through line for this truck for the rest of the season? Richmond is still unclaimed. If Elliott wants that C2, this weekend just became his audition, even if nobody's calling it that out loud. Expect a split reaction, and both sides are valid. A large portion of the NASCAR fan base is going to see this as exactly the right call. Elliott has already proven publicly that he understood the weight of Busch's legacy before this ride ever came up. Putting him in that truck feels earned, not assigned. But there's another side of the conversation that's harder to sit with. Every time that 07 truck rolls onto the grid with a different name on the door, it's a reminder of what should have been. Fans who watched Busch win at Echo Park and Dover just months ago are going to feel that contrast the second the green flag drops. Media coverage is likely to lean heavily into the tribute angle rather than pure race analysis. Expect a lot of attention on Elliott's pre-race comments and post-race reaction more than the actual running order. Best case scenario, Elliott delivers a strong, clean run, the number 07 truck ends up in victory lane or close to it, and the moment becomes one of the defining tribute stories of the NASCAR season, something fans talk about for years, not just this week. Worst case scenario, the emotional weight of the situation becomes the entire story, overshadowing the actual competition, and Spire Motorsports is left with an even bigger decision at Richmond, because now there's real pressure to figure out who. If anyone should permanently take over a ride, nobody wants to let go of. So here's the real question heading into Saturday. Is Chase Elliott just filling a seat, or is he quietly building the case to be the driver who finishes what Kyle Busch started? Drop your take in the comments. Do you think Spire should give this ride to one driver for the rest of the season, or keep rotating it as a tribute? If you're locked into NASCAR storylines like this one, make sure you're subscribed to SportsWire USA, because this is far from the last chapter of this story.